Greetings everyone, this is Elizabeth and thank you for joining me again today. I'm in a not too shabby mood, let me tell you. I just finished these two lovely cards. So the video for these was a day or two ago, and I'm going to be using more of their stuff. When I was making the cards, I was like, oh, these little bitty stamps are so stinking cute. What if we made a background with them? And then I said, well, everybody's made stamp backgrounds, so let's do something different. Let's use some tissue paper. Yes, my friends, we're gonna stamp these little goodies out on some tissue paper. You can use a stamp positioner. You can do this by hand. It doesn't have to be beautiful, perfect, but we are just gonna grab a bunch of these little minis. Turn this around so I can get a hold of them. Okay, let's start with this here starfish. And we're just gonna tap it on there, get our ink on there, just some gentle taps. And then we're just gonna plop it down. Okay, just random as random can be. Our very own tissue paper. How fun is that? I mean, if you're bored, you could do this on a big sheet and then wrap a present with it. But you know, it's black and white. We need to add some color. But it's so fine and frail that I think when we add the color, we're gonna do it with water, and we're gonna do it very gently. Let me clean my mess, grab my watercolors, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I cleaned up, and I can't remember what side I stamped on. Oh, that side is still a little, so obviously I stamped on that side. Okay, so in the time it took me to clean up, this did not dry. So we're gonna heat set it. I'll be right back. All right, so I just took my heat tool to it. Probably next time if I were to do this, I wouldn't use the VersaFine Clair. It it really doesn't want to dry. It's anti-drying. So it looks like some of it is still just really wet. Well, let's see how it does when I get it wet. Moment of truth. We're gonna spritz it with some water, see if any of that ink will run, and then I'm not gonna move my paper. I'm just gonna leave it, okay, because it's tissue and it will now rip. If I try to pick it up, it's gonna rip, but I want it nice and juicy. And these are some of my Arteza gouache, and when I was cleaning up and getting them ready, I already squirted them little goodies because we want them to work like a watercolor and not a gouache, where it's more thick. And so all I'm gonna do is tap the colors in kind of like I stamped it. Okay, very random. Okay, and all over. We We don't care that it gets on the images. We want to add the colors. Now I picked colors that hopefully will not make mud. And those colors are a purple shimmer, a blue and a blue shimmer, and then this red color. Now red and blue make purple, thus the no mud. Alright, we have added shimmer, we have added pink and blue, and now we just need to let it dry. So I will see you back here in a while. For you, it'll be seconds, but we'll be back and see what this hot mess is going to turn out like. Went in on the low setting. We didn't want it too hot. I'm always afraid of cooking tissue paper, and your heat tool, yeah, it'll probably dry it quicker, but you know, this is a delicate situation, and even on watercolor paper, I would rather a blow dryer versus a heat tool, because it distributes the air over a greater surface, and so you don't get that wrinkling and buckling. However, this is wrinkly and buckly because that's how we applied, because remember when we got it wet it was all squishy, but this is just gorgeous. And see if you guys can see that shimmer in there. Ugh, such beautiful little areas of color. I just love this. Now the great thing about the tissue, oh, it does, but with that ink it doesn't show through quite as much. Let me try something with a little, I do like it on there though. What I'm thinking is, if I did, because I want to make a slim line with this, just trim this down to be just a fraction in there, and then we'll add some elements to that. So let's pull out that paper trimmer and I'll be right back with you. Oh, I love that. So instead of trimming, I decided to rip it to see how it would look, and I'm loving that so much more. And what I'm going to do is just to take a teeny bit of this edge and roll it to the back side. And to do that, I'm just going to take my double stick adhesive, and I am going to very gingerly place this. No, let me do it this way. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this right on the edge of my panel. Like uber right to the edge. Okay. Get that on that panel. Get that peeled up. Then we're going to get this right on the edge, just so it catches just a hair, and roll that right over. Maybe. So there's not very much is going to be holding it down. Right there. I don't want it to look like it's been cut off. I want it to look like it's wrapped around the paper. Shall we stamp? I'm thinking mermaid. We'll do our little mermaid here. And then we will do is this too big? Please don't be too big. That might be too big. So I want that. I think I'm just going to do her. Maybe a couple of seashells. Oh no, because we have them all over the paper. She's going to be beautiful. So let's get her stamped out and colored on her own little piece of paper. And then where we put her is where we're going to glue it down. We might add a little bit of glue behind some of these darker areas. We'll see how that looks. All right. So we're gonna grab out our precision glue, only because I don't want too much glue on this. I don't want it oozing and goozing, so I'm just gonna pick a couple of areas to do some light gluing. Hopefully there'll be inconspicuous spots. Okay. And the precision tips, man, they just get that glue just where you want them. And when you're buying these fancy glues, art glitter glue, barely art glue, love them. Reptile glue I've seen. All of these brands, people love them because you don't need so much. So you just dabble it on. And then I'm going to put that mermaid right in there somewhere. Oops, 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 oops. Tissue, tissue. I'm not going where I want to. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, so we're gonna, and because it dries so fast, when you make that connection and peel it off, it just dried. Easy peasy. Well, I think that'll work, and then we can put her oh my god, we've got choices. We can do the other way, but I'm thinking right down here. Just a little something something. Well, I have my precision out. I'm just going to use it. Normally I'd use my other tip for something like this, but it's fine. Fine and fabulous. Just put her on there. And the nice thing about this card, right, is, oops, got my little bendy part wrong way. I've made my background. I can make this card a couple of times. Use it for other stuff. Tape. Now I'm gonna tape this one right at the edge. I missed. We'll add some glue there. Make sure. And then I missed, I went over, ho ho ho, that one's a hot mess. But we can fix that, because if you go over, you just push your tape back, and if you miss, we can add a little stream of that fine glue and just rub that down. Alright, so I'm going to put my precision glue away. I'm going to peel this backing back off. We're going to get the good juicy tip. Get my corners. Again, you don't need a ton. And then make sure my card opens the right way. And then you have like an artsy hot dog. I forgot, I taped it. Oh my goodness. In a world full of fishes, don't be a me. Be your own kind of fish. Alright, so we're gonna wipe that glue off, stick that down proper now, cap off our glue, and say, yay, we did it. Oh, I'm loving this. Oh, it's got some shimmer, it's got some sparkle because of that paper, and that's the Not2Shabby paper that came in the kit. It's just gorgeous. And I will link the unboxing video where I got these stamps in the description below, so if you want to check that out, be sure to click on that one. And then if you like this video, please hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell, because I will be posting more videos, and I go live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Until next time, my friends, I hope you have a beautiful, lovely day. Bye-bye.